Are your eyelid twitches driving you crazy? In this video, I'm going to drop 5 of my best tips to get rid of those annoying eyelid twitches once and for all. Stay tuned until the end where I'll share 2 bonus tips to help you get rid of eyelid twitches, and make sure to check out the description below the like button for any products discussed and a list of my favorite related videos about reducing eyelid twitches. So the disclaimer here is that watching this video doesn't create a doctor-patient relationship, and the subject matter is for informational purposes only. I'm Dr. Smith, and after 30,000 eye exams over the past decade of practice as an eye doctor, I've seen thousands of patients who suffer from eyelid twitches, and I'm excited to share some of my top tips to get rid of them. So here goes. Tip number 1, reduce your caffeine intake or change the way you use caffeine. Caffeine can make eyelid twitching worse, so cutting back on your intake or finding alternative sources of energy can help take care of this problem. A lot of people don't even use caffeine, but an enormous amount of people rely on their coffee and energy drinks so much that they're used daily and often multiple times per day. And although it can help keep you awake better at work and at school, it can also take a toll on your body's health and on your eyelids. In fact, it's known among surgeons that too much caffeine can cause the jitters during surgery, and if you think about it, anything that can even do that to the body is probably not the best thing to be taking too much of. You can instead try caffeine-free options or just cutting back on the amount of caffeine you take throughout the day. Your eyelids will thank you. Tip 2, find ways to reduce stress. Stress can increase muscle tension, leading to eyelid twitches. You could practice relaxation techniques such as deep breathing or regular meditation to help calm your mind and body if you need to. And if you're not already working out, come up with a regular exercise routine and exercise schedule to help reduce stress. Tip number 3, get better rest. Lack of sleep can contribute to eyelid twitching, so make sure you're getting enough rest each night. Establish a bedtime routine and create a sleep-friendly environment to promote better sleep quality. This tip might sound basic, but this might be the most important tip of them all. Most of my patients with eyelid twitches admit that they're regularly sleep deprived. I myself have very distinct memories of my eyelids twitching during test days during my time in graduate school because I was always staying up as late as I could, cramming for those exams. Finals week was the most common time my eyelids twitched while I was in college. Let me know in the comments section below the like button how often your eyelids twitch and in what situation you're in when it happens, but for me it's mostly during times that I don't get enough rest. And this includes quality rest. If you're anything like me, you might be a light sleeper, and certain things not only prevent us from getting to sleep on time, but prevent us from getting quality rest. So turn off any extra lights, close your blinds, and even watch out for those really small lights that can be found on chargers and electronic devices that have an illuminated power button, for example. And be sure to avoid looking at screens in the last hour or two before bed, if at all possible. Putting yourself to sleep means putting those annoying eyelid twitches to sleep as well. Tip number 4, improve your contact lens wearing habits. You can do this by replacing old contacts that are covered in protein deposits and as a result are no longer breathable. Some people sleep in their contacts or wear their contacts longer than recommended, thinking that there's no good reason to get rid of a perfectly good contact lens if it hasn't fallen apart. But the reason that contacts are to be thrown away after a certain amount of days is because after a certain amount of time, the protein deposits have clogged the breathing pores of the lens so much that the contact lens no longer allows the right amount of oxygen through the contact lens for the cornea to maintain proper metabolism, and then the eyes get red and the vessels on the surface of the eye begin to dilate because the body tries to feed the cornea, or the piece of tissue that the contact lens sits directly upon, oxygen via the blood supply, because the cornea is starved for oxygen with that contact lens that's covered in protein. The surface of the eye where the contact lens sits is called the cornea, and the cornea is avascular, meaning it has no blood supply and it breathes from the atmosphere. And that's why contacts have to be breathable. Not changing out your contacts and not taking enough breaks from contacts by wearing your eyeglasses can cause a lot of stress on the cornea, decreasing the amount of oxygen to the cornea, and can contribute to eyelid myokymia, or eyelids that twitch. So change out your contacts as recommended and properly clean your contacts to prevent irritation and twitching. Tip 5, take breaks when doing near work, or consider custom eyeglasses from your eye doctor for the computer. Reduce eye strain from activities like computer work and reading by taking regular breaks and wearing eyeglasses designed to reduce eye strain. If you're finding value in these tips, make sure and smash the like button. Now onto the 2 bonus tips. Bonus tip number 1, talk to your eye doctor about using Botox to stop the twitch. Botox injections can temporarily paralyze the muscles or parts of the muscles responsible for eyelid twitching, providing relief from those suffering persistent twitches. Bonus tip number 2, try drinking some tonic water. Tonic water contains quinine, which has been shown to reduce eyelid twitches. Consider incorporating tonic water as necessary to help alleviate twitching if you've tried everything else. And don't forget to keep your optometrist in the loop. If you liked this video, be sure to watch my next one all about eye floaters, what they mean, and what to do if you have them. Remember to subscribe for more eye-opening content and stay tuned for future videos on improving your eye health.